All right, we'll do the scoreboard. I'm gonna make Snippy. You're mod, right? Do mod things and make the scoreboard fixed. Epic flops are still epic. That's correct. I'm a brick wall. Is there anything specific to post clips? Normal clip channel in Discord is okay. That's perfect. You can also post clips in chat, Mega Monkey. Looks like Blue and Red are going to be working together. Let's introduce our players. I'll give Snippy in the house a second to fix my scoreboard for me. In Red in the South, we've got qwyt playing as the Tatars. In East in Blue, we've got pvasnunes playing as the Franks. And in the Northwest, we've got our high seed WhoCL in Teal as the Lithuanians. We're on Arabia. Plain old Arabia. You ever wondered how this is going to go on an Arabia map? Well, there you go. We're actually going to have a 4 woodline Arabia here to work with. Players are going to have somewhat enclosed maps. Red, maybe less so, as that forward woodline pretty far away. And has forward gold and forward berries. But they are facing towards blues, so that's not so bad. Maybe we could wall like this way instead. Red set up in a corner. We've seen traditionally in Wrang of Fire, getting a corner is a huge mixed bag. I was going to say huge advantage, but it's actually a mixed bag more and more. I think about it. Players who end up in corners also tend to be hemmed in. And with a king, that can be really bad because it prevents you from sneaking away and maybe sniping your king. So I have no idea how to do this. Is there a tutorial somewhere? Yes, there is, Snippy in the house. In the mod section in Discord, there's a channel called in the Grath Discord. There's a channel called Mod Commands, and it explains how to set up the scoreboard, all the other commands that help run the stream that the mods can do. So I jokingly said that you had to do it. I was going to fix it in a moment or wait for someone to do it. And it looks like we got Alba and Char coordinating, so. Also, there's also moderators. There's also a mod meme request channel. I'm going to be adding in moderators' mod commands. Post Wrang of Fire, there's going to be a massive Grathrang OBS update. And we're probably going to switch to a multi-PC setup. And I'm going to see if I have enough cash to pay for a graphics card update of some variety. That's the plan with that. Franks versus Lithuanians versus Tatars. So obviously the Tatar player going to be thinking about those cav archers. We've seen that pretty commonly. Lithuanian WhoCL, I think primarily we're thinking we want a civ that has good strong monks, a civ that's really strong late, and a civ that has decent starting eco. And the Lithuanians have all 3 of those. They start off with extra food. They have the knights that get the extra attack for every relic they get. And they also have really upgraded monks. They have really, really strong monks. In addition to that, they have really good trash. The faster moving trash makes the Lithuanians super, super strong as well late game. Goodwill Hunter 2, we can't run predictions on these games because they are from Rex. So we can't run predictions on them. Whoever said Control W for menu? No. The real fun is if you type a / into the chat box. That's the real fun. We do have another game, Goodwill Hunter, coming up in an hour. That's going to be live that we will be running predictions for. pvasnunes asks, qwyt asks Nunes to ping, and Blue says that he actually stopped. Elo takes a second to populate. Did I have to put them up myself? Thank you. As long as you guys let me know that the Elos are good to go, then I can throw them up. I could also... Ooh, I should add a command. I'm going to add that in sticky notes. Add make Elo appear command. We'll do like Elo on, Elo off too. MK, Turnip, I did cast your game already, yes. You were sad that you got destroyed? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. This is looking like players have no plans to attack each other in Feudal Age. We might have scouts come out from qwyt. I really think that scouts into archers would be a strong build. We've seen men-at-arms archers do pretty good, but I really think scouts archers. You hold their base open with scouts and then follow up with archers and snipe their king. I really think that that's the build to win Wrang of Fire on maps like Arabia. The other player didn't even try to help. They did. You'll see. Was that you? You were against Beery, right, Turnip? That was your game, right? The other player, while you thought the other, you should watch the wreck. The other player absolutely was attacking at the exact perfect time, even though you guys weren't even trying to coordinate. And there you go. WhoCL is going to hold Red's base open. Remember what I was saying? Scouts, and then follow it up with archers. I'm going to stick to my guns on that. WhoCL isn't doing it, but I really think the scouts to archers is the way to go for a high elo versus the low elos. So WhoCL, our high seed here, a 2,500, taking on a 1,400 and a 1,700. It may not necessarily be a straight 2v1. I don't think it makes a lot of sense for qwyt to team up with PVS, to team up with Nunes past a certain point, so...
Yes.
Is Grathrank playing in the tournament? I am not, Torty. I am not playing in the tournament. I am adminning the tournament. It wouldn't be right. Yep, scouts from WhoCL is going to come in. He's also added some faster moving spears. You can see just how quick these little Lithuanian spearmen are as they get attacked by that lion. It would be Wrang to join the tournament, yes. I can't. I'm adminning. I gotta have a objective opinion about admin problems. The scouts from WhoCL are diving. Blue has a pen set up for their king. Gotta be careful because you can actually hit the king on the diagonals. He seems to have like a extra wide hitbox. Is T90 playing in his own league? Yes, but he doesn't admin his league. He's not the administrator for his league. I believe Trezini or I believe Trezini does it. I could be wrong. Pretty sure he has someone administer his league though. It's not him. And also his... Those are some interesting walls. Those are some interesting walls. With a hole for completion. He's going to be walled and he's not even going to be walled. Poor Blue. It's the start of a corner king pen, surely. Yes, everybody builds their king pens out of wood, right? Let me tell you, if you hear this music, you've done something very wrong. This wall to the edge. Yeah. It's like 20 tiles. If that. qwyt has some scouts out too. Now, WhoCL's base makes more sense. Because he's so central in his location, he doesn't have much choice. He wants to have a close base. Blue should be ashamed of themselves. I think they went for the big walls. Like either if you're gonna go for the big walls, you gotta go for the big walls. You can't You can't. The base looks like it's a potato that got smashed. I feel bad for Nunes. I don't want to make fun of Nunes. You know, need a lot of acreage to raise the to raise the free range kings. Oh yeah, those free range kings. So much tastier than the regular caged kings. Got this one's gonna stretch out. It looks like. With the lack of archers, nobody looking for aggression here. If you're quite, you're pretty satisfied. At this point, you have a path to victory over a 2K. And that path is called cavalry archers. Make 6 of them and then break through your opponent's thin palisade walls. That's all that quite has to do. On the way up to Castle H. And gonna be ahead slightly of teal. No, the exact same time. What? Blue's gonna be the one lagging. Don't make fun of lanky potato shapes. I have every right to make fun of lanky potato shapes. Red also decided to potato wall, unfortunately. For some reason deciding that all of this was easier than this. Guys, I'm going to give you a piece of advice if you find yourself making your walls like this all the time. So I'm sure red doesn't do this every time. Just like I'm sure blue doesn't do this every time. They're fairly high elo guys. But if you find yourself getting into a habit of doing this, okay, what you do is when you're in the dark, when you're in the dark and you don't know, like, you're like this and you can't see where the edge of the map is, take a palisade and build a wall. And you don't have to actually put it down. You can just drag and see. It'll give you a decent idea of how far to the edge of the map, like visually. It makes a pretty big difference. At least whenever I stopped making this mistake when I started doing that. So I highly recommend that. Even high elo players, I think, could benefit from that advice. It's such an easy thing to do. And it makes an impression in your brain about this. It really puts it in your brain, the size of the map in that location for some reason. Just seeing it. You don't have to, and then delete. Obviously, you don't, like I said, don't put the palisades down. Don't even put the foundations down. You literally just stretch it out so you can see and then let go. Like, oh, okay, there's the edge of the map. I wonder if there's a wood line there. Because that's how I use it. WhoCL going for cav archers. Quite's going to call this out. Calling out the Lithuanian cav archers. Used to be able to tell where the edge was without clicking. You sort of can, but when you're in like the dark fog of war, it's an easy thing to forget to do. And if you make a habit of doing that, then you'll never run into that problem, which is what I've done. So that if I ever do become a 2K, it's very unlikely that I'll end up with a map walled like this. It's on the level of checking for holes in the wall by clicking a villager out. Right. Oh. Good call out, Otter. How did these get in? We chopped through? Red gonna clear that out. Please actually put the hole back. Oh! Oh! Chat, did you see that hole? Who saw this hole? Ain't nobody saw this hole. That's terrible. Oh my god. Meanwhile, on the way to Blue's base, we have WhoCL with these cav archers poking away at this palisade wall. Blue's king still secured in that pen at the front of the town center. So teal getting in here would be disaster for Nunes. You saw it from miles away, Snippy? Good eye, good eye. I believe it. You're good at spotting holes, yeah. And in comes the cav archers. And where is Blue going to hide this king in a minute? Because the cav archers, they're going to get in. Teal might even be able to deny this castle completely. We only have 2 knights. No, we're not going to deny the castle. We are going to dive. Oh, okay. WhoCL should be able to read that the king has been sent this direction. But are we going to be able to track the king down? Oh, there's if Teal keeps going down, maybe. I think WhoCL tried to click down to the south, and the potato-shaped base just cost him a ton of his cavalry archers. He might have been pulling them back. But Blue's potato base just saved the day. Yep, the potato-shaped base just saved the day for sure here. And I was talking trash about the potato base, but here we are. And if we'd had a regular base, WhoCL would have just ran right to the back. I'm almost sure when we saw those, when we saw those cavalry archers turn around, that was WhoCL clicking down here where he figured the king was. And this quick wall and this potato wall actually saved Blue. Red's coming forwards and hitting teal now. We've got steps and camels. We've got light cav that are going to try and dive. This is closed up, though. WhoCL is closed at home. WhoCL actually has a villager deficit to qwyt at the moment, who's adding a third town center. Oh, today's been a great day of Age of Empires too, guys. Hard to believe that we're 4 hours in. I feel like I just started. It's a really good sign. I yawned and I'm just like, oh man, why am I yawning? And the reality is I've been going for 4.5 hours because we actually started 20 minutes, half an hour before. You guys just didn't see that. Ooh. Okay. Keep an eye on this red army and see whose base it's going to. If qwyt goes to teal, teal could be in trouble. And in come the cav archers. Where's red gonna hide? Now it's red's turn. How is red gonna deal with a king dive? Red's got army though. Are steps faster than cav archers? They are. This I did not know. Steps have way less pierce armor though. I think they have, wait, do they have one more than camels? They don't do bonus damage to cavalry like camels do. So, trade off there. Nunes hovering around with these knights being frustrating. And will he be able to break in? Nunes is still closed. Still closed. King is at the back of the base in a mock pen. Not really a pen. Blue has their king next to that castle. No stone walls yet. Castle taking priority. Yep. WhoCL could stand to put a town center, I think, down. I think we got enough arms to get TC down here. I'm thinking on stone. Do we have like a stone wood combination? I think we're going to need stone for a castle. Ooh. Could red hit this fast enough to break in? No, Bill's going to get that up. And WhoCL bringing the cav archers back to help deal with red. Red's going to drop a castle back at their base. So defensive castle here for the Tatar player in red. Lots of hills for qwyt to work with. Let's see here. Lithuanian cavalry archers. So they get bracer. They'll have all of the blacksmith upgrades. They'll have chemistry and ballistics. I don't know off the top of my head if the Lithuanians get thumb ring or not. But WhoCL has a great option to switch. And also we'll have fully upgraded Hussar that they can put in front of this. And they're just going to dive. And red, here we go again. And if teal commits to this dive, they just have to find the king. Because I don't think red's going to be able to run for forever. Lithuanians do get thumb ring. So, I mean, these cav archers have a lot of potential for upgrading then. That means that do they get fully upgraded cav archer? What? Do they get fully upgraded cav archers? Yeah, Otter one. We got a siege tower coming out from pvasnunes. They lack bracer? They don't lack bracer. Lithuanians get bracer. They get fully upgraded skirms with extra armor. They don't get Parthian. Ah. No Parthian and that's it? That's still really good. They actually have really strong cav archers then. WhoCL stirring the pot. WhoCL has 34 cav archers in Castle Age. You can do pretty much anything he wants right now. I want to see the siege tower do something important. Literally only lacking Parthian is crazy. For Lithuanians, that's nuts. That means they could go like heavy cav archer with like paladin with like +6 attack or whatever from all the relic bonus. That's nuts. The siege tower's on the way. And it didn't even need to break in. It's just in. How fast is the siege tower? And it... Siege tower hype! Siege tower hype! Siege tower hype! Siege tower hype! Teal isn't even noticing. Teal doesn't even notice the siege tower. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? What are you doing? This is Blue's line of sight. Blue! Blue, you're so close! Blue, you were so close! Oh my goodness. He's just gonna run away? He's just gonna run away. That attack cost nothing. It cost 1 siege tower. Oh god, okay, now it's in trouble. God, they were so close. Got in, but didn't see it. It was right here. Ah, oh, God. I can't believe how close Nudis got to taking WhoCL out of the tournament. Attempt was epic. I agree. Admire the play. Yeah, Darth. That was a great attempt. I cannot believe how close that was. Imagine one scout would have been best snipe worthy with Axeman Siege Tower. That's a great combo of units for sniping too, because of the range of the Axeman. You don't have to go through like a house wall or something. You can just shoot the kings over the wall. And then they also, if they have the infantry upgrades, then they'll be able to chew through the buildings because they'll have arson. So yeah, Axeman really might actually be... Axeman Siege Tower might be secret sniping unit. And I can see Survivalist's eyes lighting up if he watches this game. I can Survivalist, I see you. Teal the aggressor and King was super exposed. Yep. Red is flaring the cav archers from WhoCL. We've got 2 players in Imp. Where's Blue? How close is Blue here? Not clicked up yet. That attempt cost quite a bit. But I also think pvasnunes has second best. Might actually have the best position in the game. Has a ton of protected resources. And like so far to get to Blue's King. Survivalist doing this with Gebettos on Fortress? Yes. WhoCL need definitely puppy. Yep. WhoCL could come down here to the south and chew right through the back right now, but the pressure is well timed, but the location less so. Although he might get in the front anyways, and then blue might just die. Blue says help. Red, now is the time to go and snipe. Now's the time to go and snipe. No. Go snipe. Do not attack. No! Do not go attack the army. Oh, okay. I mean, Tatars will have the hill. He has Bracer, but we got Heavy Cav Archer. No, we don't. Heavy Cav Archer and Chemistry. Red needs to hit Teal's base. Okay, but he has forced Teal off of blue. Only infantry speeds up rams and siege towers, correct. Vills do too, don't they? I think Vills speed up rams. Do Vills not speed up rams less than infantry or something weird like that? I know you can garrison Vills and rams, and they still do extra bonus damage with the Vills, but then they don't go... Maybe they do extra bonus damage, but they don't do... something, right? There's something weird with Vills and rams. No, just infantry. There's so many little things in this game. +5 Cavalier. Haven't even thought about relics this entire time. Literally have not even contemplated the relics. And WhoCL has 4. Oh, so we're going with close to fully upgraded heavy cav archers and paladin eventually that are going to have +4 attack on their base attack. Well, I don't think Nunes is going to last too long here. Red needs to hit Teal. Red, you need to attack Teal with your army. You need to go to their base. Ooh, I like the Keshiks. Keshiks have a lot of pierce armor. You only have 7 of them, though. Wait, we have 1. 1 Keshik is not enough Keshiks. Fully upgraded Keshik has, like, elite Keshik with fully upgraded pierce armor, I think it's 7 pierce armor total. Yeah, blue is telling red no. Okay, now. Blue coming in the back. Has +4, but that's it. That's not going to be enough. Not for this fight. Maybe if both of them were fighting at the same time, but you can't really both only fight one player. Like if red, teal, and blue fight, then some of red is going to fight some of blue and vice versa. They're not going to only fight teal. I mean, I really think that I think WhoCL is playing this masterfully right now. I really like when people are aggressive, and we've seen a decent amount of aggression. Players aren't just sitting back banking up resources; they are being aggressive, trying to spend their res. WhoCL's king is rather exposed, isn't it? There's 81 wood left there. Teal is in, though. Ways to go to get to that king. Gonna have to kill blue to get to the king now. And the siege tower is getting involved. Blue says, I die. And guys, working with your opponent, you know, is a risk. Because they might let you die so they can snipe the other opponent. Blue is going to take the best fight that they can and give red their best shot. Red, to his credit, is pushing at this exact moment. Going to try to take WhoCL out. Blue's sacrifice will not be in vain. We got a micro 4% better. Only 4%. The king is right here. Where's Treason? Red needs to research Treason. Doesn't have gold for Treason. Blue is flaring like crazy. WhoCL Run! Run! The Cav Archers are here! The king is there! They're gonna chase it down! WhoCL, you gotta delete these houses and send it back inside or something. Get it to the castle. Red trying to come around with the Cav Archers. WhoCL pursuing with the units. Look at the A army back on this side. And down goes WhoCL. Wow. Red's Cav Archers. The timing of that, insane. Really well played by qwyt with the timing there. And now it's red versus blue. And it's, Frank player needs Paladin. They don't got it. Frank player needs gold and they don't got it. They got gold anywhere? There is gold. Oh, we got some gold. We could, we can't squeeze. Ooh, we got some gold there too. Needs like forward castle and needs to tech into Paladin. And that's the Frank's best hope right now. Because if they try to go skirm, they'll just get wrecked. Red has Cav Archers roaming around WhoCL's base. I think those are like just an they're like an afterthought almost. 6 snipe. Well played by qwyt, yep. This game was all WhoCL, who played the 2v1 masterfully and then still lost the king. It just shows how important having a proper kingpen is in this mode. You can't neglect that. And there's Paladin. Paladin for Nunes. And now we've got Paladin skirm. Okay, the skirms with the Paladin in front, right? The problem is this. Your opponent will go Hussar. And will put Hussar in front of their Cav Archers. And then you need to... So I think full Paladin. I think 200 Paladin. Ooh, are we going for a dive? Dive's not going to work. Dive is ideal situation for blue, as if red tries to dive blue right now. Red will lose all of their army if they're not careful. This is... You're not getting in there. And it looks like blue... Does blue have chemistry? Blue doesn't have chemistry. Doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. Full Hussar switch might kill blue, though. Ooh, and... Oh my god. So units don't seem to aggro onto economic units. They do seem to aggro onto military units. You got to be careful. And Nunes is coming out with the Paladin. We're still lacking blast furnace. Blue, do not attack teal, for the love of God. Blue, do not attack teal. It doesn't matter, actually. It's not like the swords are going to go dull. A lot of exposed vills there from qwyt. A lot of exposed vills here from Nunes, who's ring-a-ding-a-ding in that town center. Light Cav on that forward gold for Nunes. And the Paladin are eating. They need to run in. The king is wide open. Send the Paladin in. Research Treason. Blue, I think, is trying to bank gold for Treason. Blue, if blue researches Treason right now, the game is over. There it is. Nunes researches Treason. Is going to dive with the Paladin now. Red's going to have to send that back. Oh, maybe not over. Fist, thank you very much. Much appreciated, Fist. And I'm feeling pretty crabby, but I bet Nunes is feeling even more crabby as he is going to lose all of his Paladin. Every Paladin is going to go down here. Blue does not. Blue is in trouble. Franks do not get the upgraded Cav Archer or the upgraded skirmishers. They're lacking bracer. And red is switching in to Hussar. Nunes keeps making. don't understand. Are we gonna put skirms in? But why? I don't get it. I don't understand. I understand. It could just, maybe it's still there. We'll assume it's still there. Hussar raids could end the game. We've got 57 heavy cav archers, 20 Hussar versus 31 skirms and 6 paladin. The thing is, I think Nudis's army composition just straight up loses. I think he needed to be full paladin. But then I also think that he's currently microing his cav archers into a group of skirms, so that's not great. And there is always the possibility of a king snipe. 3 light cav could end the game right now. How long is the king visible? 5 seconds. Franks don't have a great timing for versus Tatars. The head start for Tatar, yeah. Paladin was the hope. There's certain civs that might not be great for late game. And this mode does go to imp quite frequently. I would stay away from the Franks, personally, for that reason alone. And I'd be trending towards civs like the Tatars, the Lithuanians, the Mongols. Maybe the Khmer, Berbers. Which are all very commonly picked civs. Treason is 400 gold. So if you see a player trying to bank up 400 gold, you can take a stab at the idea that they're going for Treason. Blue, it's looking worse and worse. The tile the king was standing on are visible for 5 seconds. Ah, okay. Yep. Props to Nunes for hanging in there. But now we're 50 bills back and 100 pop down. Ooh, blue's got a reboom happening in the north, but red's already found out about it. Taking some of teal's gold, too. Skirms in Siege Tower, Hail Mary. Just run some cavalry in. I mean, we're definitely microing the siege tower a little bit. We don't have numbers. This is 60 cav archers. We've got 30 skirms. Oh! Oh! Go, siege tower, go! Okay, if Nunes gets the siege tower snipe, I will gift 3 subs to chat. Okay? 3 subs to chat if Nunes gets the siege tower snipe. Alright? 3 subs. There they go. There's the 3 subs walking across the map. Here's red pushing blue's base. We've got this castle and this wall between the king. And here comes 1 paladin. Never mind the siege tower. Could 1 paladin do it? The king's right here. I have faith. I have faith. Siege tower, skirm, snipe. Siege tower, skirm, snipe. Siege tower, skirm, snipe. Red is reacting with the king. Red knows about the siege tower. Blue researched Treason 9 times. Blue shift-clicked Treason. Red trying to micro the king back. And Nunes calls GG. The siege tower gets destroyed. And your winner is going to be qwyt on the back of a sick king snipe of a 2K. Right? Blue, you calling it? Blue? You calling it, Blue? Blue, you gonna call it? You gonna call it, Blue? Blue should not call it, chat. You know why? Because there's the end of the game. Red is being very cavalier with his attitude about keeping his king protected, in my opinion. Blue gonna try and sneak the king out. Blue is going to try to sneak the king out. Show WhoCL's death. I will review the king's deaths after the game. UOU 11-11. I will. We will go back and watch. We're going to watch the end of the game first, though. The fake GG, yeah. It's a classic strat. Blue still has 2 paladin. They're running around nowhere, but they could be running around here. He's hoping that red sent the king, like, off to the side, I think. He's just, like, searching around, hoping red's king is, like, loose in the corner. It's in his base, unfortunately, but it's not the worst instinct in the world. What's cool is that blue's king...
I'm in danger!
...is still alive. Look, here comes... Okay, if blue gets this win... If blue pulls this win out, I am going to crap myself. qwyt just researched Treason. The king is right here. It's going to walk past groups of enemy units that will not attack it, though. Red is moving that king. Blue went right for red's king. Right where red's king was. Red had to micro that king back. This is why blue hasn't resigned, guys. How many kings are we going to see wander into buildings? How? How many times are we going to see this? WhoCL manages to snipe qwyt's opponent for him from beyond the grave.
Another one.
Now we will go back and watch the snipe that killed WhoCL. Okay? So how did all of this happen? Right? Because WhoCL right now, they're all in on blue. They're about to crush blue, go in and kill that king. All they got to do is do it quickly. Meanwhile, red comes to teal's base with this giant cav archer mass. Now, WhoCL's king loose in the back of his base. qwyt just trying to find a way, and if he just attacked that to begin with. And will WhoCL could have banged a quick wall down there and didn't. Ooh. And maybe panicking because he sees the cav archers coming in, wants to get his army back, and there's the AI army panic from WhoCL. WhoCL full garrisons. Misplay from WhoCL. You need your vills out so that you can throw quick walls down and keep them trapped and keep them away from your king. WhoCL tries to bring the king back to his back to his base. He goes 1v1v1. He's saying he's getting 2v1 in a 1v1v1. Everybody gets 2v1 WhoCL. And the cav archer took it out. I like the slight timing of the archers' shots hitting, coming in multiple attacks. Yep. And that's literally all it was. Like, WhoCL went from a winning position to a losing position for zero other reasons than his army was forwards. Right? He sends his army forwards. He had his army forwards. He regroups like this. And then didn't have a safe distanced pen for his king. He goes 1v1v1. Sag face. Says WhoCL. This is a 1v1v1. Even if red and blue were attacking each other, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Red literally like waited until blue was almost dead. Like red waited until blue was almost dead and then went and attacked WhoCL, knowing that WhoCL would overextend it. Red played this perfectly. He played the meta ideally. This was a sick play from red. The one thing I didn't like from qwyt's gameplay is the lack of protected king. And I think building a nice big extended king sniping location is a good idea. Obviously, you hit this point in the game where just microing your king around is more important. But you got to watch out for this, guys. And that's all it took. And pvasnunes discovered that castle the old-fashioned way. And that was all she wrote for this one. And that was a sick game. No shame in the way any of our players went out in that one. That was a good one. We continue on with more Wrang of Fire content.